Welcome to the last episode. Hope you're doing great. And well, this is an amazing night, amazing guests, amazing friends, actually, and an amazing topic because we're going to talk about phaco and we believe that phaco can be very, very important for any cataract surgeon. So why CHOP takes you to the next level? So we believe the FICO CHOP can be very important, especially in countries or continents like Latin America, because when you're faced with a higher cataract or you're facing with a machine you don't know, FICO CHOP could help you in many, many ways. The masters here with us are going to tell us. So we believe also, and it's very important, that there is an evolution, that should be an evolution in your technique. Old colleagues can tell you that they evolved during the years, and it's okay to start with a technique like divide and conquer, understand the pedal, understand how everything works in the anterior chamber, then evolve to a stop and chop technique, you groove, and then you start doing chopping, and then you can evolve also to an horizontal or vertical chopping, where you need a lot of skills. We're going to talk about all those skills. So we are here with Dr. Ron. Thank you for being here with us, and he has amazing concepts to share with us.
Thank you, Ivo. Thank you for having me. Well,
Ron?
I think, the stop and chop is probably one of the most popular and most straightforward and simple techniques of chopping. And as you can see here, you really want to make a good trench and then crack it into half. And later on, I'll show a clip that shows how you can know that you're deep enough. Next, please. And essentially, when you're chopping, there are two main types. One is horizontal, one is vertical. And as you can see in this slide, the horizontal chop basically means you put the chopper out under the rexis to the equator and you draw it towards the phaco tip. And I think the point to make here is that when you're doing a horizontal chop, you don't always need to have vacuum or impale the nucleus. You can just push against the two instruments. You don't need vacuum, as distinct from, say, the vertical chop, which we'll see in the next slide. When you're doing a vertical chop, you see you're chopping right towards the optic nerve in a vertical direction. For this, having grip at the phaco tip is absolutely crucial. If you don't have grip, no chop. Next. Takashi.
Hi. Hi, everybody. It's Takashi from Brazil. Thank you very much for the invitation. So, as Ron said, very important is the steps. Is learning phaco chop hard? Of course, it's hard. Not if you know what to train and why. So we're talking about pedal control and chopper dexterity. Next, please. So when should I use the phaco chop? In brunescent nucleus, shallow anterior chamber, weak zonals, small pupils, wide cataract, Fuchs dystrophy. There are other situations, but like I said, do your steps slowly so you can finish the surgery faster. Next, please. Next, please.
Okay,
Dr. Wong.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wong from Malaysia. Now, what is the advantage of doing phaco chop? All right, so I mean, we are talking about this episode about phaco chop. Well, there is a research that I want to share with you that show that what is the advantage of phaco chop over the more so-called popular divide and conquer technique is that the measurements shows that we use less ultrasound and therefore the less cumulative energy, and also other fluidics advantage such as less balanced salt solution when we use phaco chop, especially in the higher density cataract group. Next video, please. I show you the results. Okay, for example, we can see that phaco chop is more efficient in reducing the ultrasound time, and also that translates into less collateral damage, such as reduced percentage of endothelial cell loss. Next. Next, please. However, despite the advantage, especially in the harder nucleus, this is still not fairly widely utilized. There was a survey back in March 5th and shows that in the ASCRS survey that majority of phaco surgeons still use divide and conquer as a technique, whereas phaco chop or stop and chop probably is still in the minority. So here we want to teach you some of the technique how to convert from divide and conquer into phaco chop or stop and chop if you are happy and you are decided that there's advantage in this technique. Next, please. So only about 19% of all surveyed surgeons use phaco chop as a primary technique. Next.
Okay, guys, so now you can hear me and we're gonna do the survey we always do. We wanna know about your experience, about if you're doing chopping or not. This is very important for us. So please take a couple of seconds, you know, time it's tight. We have an amazing panel to answer these questions. I think it's very important to understand how many cataracts you have done, you know, which is your favorite, your preferred phaco technique, and show me the other questions, you know, how complicated you think phaco chop is to master. Please go answering those questions, and we're gonna go right back to the machine. This is an amazing tool to learn phaco chop. We're talking about taking our game to the next level. Well, here we have a tool that not only residents or young doctors, but also experienced doctors who you know, who are scared or their comfort zone is in divide and conquer, or they don't want to chop. Here you can spend many hours practicing some chop. So let's see the answers. The panel can also help me, you know, to see the answers. We have a lot of experienced surgeons here, okay? We have like 50% have more than 250 cataracts, but it will be very, very important to understand, oh, look at the number two answers. Very, very interesting. 38% doing divide and conquer, another 38% doing stop and chop, and only 15 doing horizontal, 9 doing vertical chop. This is gonna be an interesting class for everybody, I think. With these masters, I can bet you that on Monday, if COVID lets you, you're gonna run to the OR to do chop. If you're kind of scary, you can come here with me, you know, and practice a couple of hours. So what about during your training, did your mentors teach you to phaco chop? Oh, almost 50-50, interesting. 70%, they believe that it's challenging to chop, and which is harder to master in phaco chop, making my hands or my foot work. They say motor skills are the hardest. Well, this is gonna be a very interesting talk as well, because in my humble opinion, there is a lot of decision making when you're chopping, and also your mental state, because when you chop the first time and it doesn't go right, the second one, I can tell you that you're gonna be nervous, and you know, that's gonna rise.